Hello and welcome to the Little Ghosty Games channel. My name is JStation64 and I will be your GM this evening as we play Jammy Dodgers, a D&D 5e actual play, a homebrew storytelling at the moment in the town of Scrumberry before we go on a star-striding adventure in Spelljammer. I am joined, as always, by 3 lurkers and the characters that they play as they creep in the dungeons in Scrumberry. So let's meet them and see how they're doing. Starting with Ghost of Sunny, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. I'm cold, but I'm good. And I play Bask, the Tabaxi Ranger, who is most curious and slightly afraid as to what killed the Grick.
Bask is currently invisible, I believe.
Yeah, invisible and trying not to make any noise.
Bask's forte is sneaking around and being quiet. We've learned this, it's fine.
He's a chunky boy. He's a chunky musical boy.
And they were made invisible by Amadan. How are you doing today?
Hello there, everyone. It is so cold. It is so cold it needed to be said twice. Looking forward to tonight. I'm playing Jump, your lovable, teeny tiny kobold sorcerer. Master of the mysterious arts. Totally. Who thinks she's just seen a dragon.
What would Jump do to keep warm?
Do you know something? Jump would summon all the fire that she could and then lie in it, believing fully that she was impervious to fire damage.
Regardless of it's hurting, but I'm sure it's fine. This is meant to be.
Fine, yeah, dragon thing, isn't it? It's what happens. You've got to be hurt to grow. Something.
And the only, possibly the only Dodger to be hurt for a while, but also the only visible Dodger in the caves beneath Scrumberry is RevTed with your character. How are you doing today?
I'm all good, thank you. Not too bad. I play Rusty, who is a human monk. And I'm currently hiding behind a crate surrounded by my friends. Who may or may not have walked off.
Unaware of where.
I know they've got my back.
You'd have to hope because there's no other way of knowing.
I think I might have to get a detect invisibility thing, or just tie some string to them or something.
Well, let's just get back to the adventure then, as you guys have delved deep into the cliffs beneath far outer Scrumberry. It's not close Scrumberry at all. I've just switched my headphones on, which is why I can hear you better now. I was like, everyone sounds so muffled. Is it me? No, it is me. So yes, you had a wonderful wedding ceremony, and left the moon dancer waiting in the ocean at the edge of some fog, promising to come and find you when the fog lifted or when they were able to carefully maneuver through the fog through these big stalagmites in the water. You took your own wee little Jarl called the Princess Donut, is that correct?
Princess Donut, yeah.
I remember. And landed it perfectly with some goblin allies that you made, kind of, along the way. And landed at Grick Hollow, home of a mysterious creature. What could it be? You managed to make your way through the bubbling, acidy, fizzy, foggy, poisonous kind of narrow cave that went under the mountain, led by your goblin allies, and found the Grick, the famed Grick of Grick Hollow, impaled on a stalagmite, having been, I think you deduced it had been slain by something rather than a terrible workplace accident. And you had pressed on after the goblins, seeing this, fled back out to the entrance. You crept in deeper and heard voices ahead of the familiar voice, the familiar brogue. Is that the right word? Is brogue just Scottish? Anyway, the familiar voice of Traevous, Peaches, up ahead. And creeping up along, you came to an open space, which Jump and Bask, who were already invisible, prepared to fight the Grick. Jump has crept out forward. So as we open on this new scene, we see a single gold coin, and running down the coin's face is a drip of deep red, slowly ebbing down. Not blood, but sticky and sweet. Scrumberry Jam. The very stuff you've been looking for, that Traevous had taken every last drop of from Scrumberry. It is now piled high in a mess of jars, crates, vats, and kegs. Various sacks of gold and pieces of finery dotted amongst the pile. The whole thing which kind of shimmers in the pale green light and the darkness of this cave. I'm gonna just change the tone of the music a little bit, because that's quite cheery music that's going on.
The music of your impending doom.
Yeah, exactly. Do you're in the cave.
You're screwed.
Jump. You find yourself standing in the middle of an open cave space. Before you, the smooth stone floor is interrupted by a moat of bright green glowing liquid that hisses and pops. Surrounding a stone platform, a foot or so above the main floor, with these wide natural steps leading up to it. Perhaps this space was crafted as a stage, a holy place maybe, fashioned for some ancient religion. Perhaps it's just how the cave has formed over the eons. Either way, at the centre of this stage, a deep, jagged cavity. The back wall is filled only with darkness. Darkness pierced by two glowing green eyes. Voice echoes from the darkness, talking with a smooth and calm tone to the usually confident Traevous, whose beads of sweat reflect the glowing green light as they run down his brow. Listening in from the far side of the cave, pressed up against the tunnel wall, Rusty appears to be alone in the shadows, but for the quiet breathing of the invisible Bask rustled up next to him. Also invisible, thankfully, Jump, you have ventured into the middle of this space, quietly moving whilst this conversation continues. A conversation that is suddenly cut short. Silence! The voice booms as kind of Traevous immediately hushes himself up. It seems your foolishness is greater than even I imagined. Who are your friends? What do you do?
Oh.
I think a little bit of wee might come out.
Martin myself up. A little bit. Hiya!
Are you I've not got the wonderful completely don't know what the creature this is artwork up. 1 second. There we go.
Could be anything.
There it is. Although
Oh,
it is
wow.
also
Look at that face.
a little bit too soon.
2 traffic lights on a foggy night.
2 traffic lights on a foggy night to interrupt your journey. And you're back. There we go. So, Jump, are you popping back into existence, or are you smarting yourself up invisible?
Invisibly, because it sounds like they could see me. I'm not gonna turn off the invisibility because I'm taking care of Bask as well, who I don't know where Bask is actually. Yeah, because I'm assuming that they can. Well, the dragon can see me. I don't know if they can hear me when invisible. I've never tested this before.
The eyes.
I'm gonna say yes. Based on Bask's personal experience.
The eyes immediately bead towards the general area where you are, Jump, and you see Traevous looking around. What was that? Friends, I don't know what you mean. Go on, sorry.
Are you a dragon? Or are you just like a kobold like me? Oh, hey Travis, nice to meet you. Thanks for the invite. Are you just a kobold like me? Like really magnified? So I'm seeing your head really close up, but you could actually be small.
The eyes will drift away from your general area over back towards Traevous. And be like, oh, don't know who they are, eh? Little man with the big dreams. Planning a little coup, maybe, with your minions?
How did it know?
Traevous will still be looking around, be like, I don't know, who is that? And the eyes kind of scan the room a little bit, and the voice in the cave, who you know has been addressed as Caustice, will. Why don't you ask them to come out? Hmm? I know you're here somewhere.
Hey, Caustice, you don't know where I am? Well, that's good for me, I suppose, isn't it? Hey, Caustice, you said that Travis. Well, maybe. Well, I'm sorry to say, but we're his new business partners now. And there's no need for you anymore, so you can just go back to where you came from. I mean, just leave the jam. And we'll let you go, like. No harm, no foul.
And you see, like, just like steam like issue out from this cave, like, and roil up into the air. And Traevous a bit. I don't know what you mean. I didn't invite them here. Whoever you are, shut up! You're ruining everything. I've always been loyal, Caustice. I bring you the jam. You give me the gold, and we both get what we want. It's one of them, symbiotic relationships, partnerships. The voice in the cave. Partnership? Well then, why don't you do something to demonstrate this loyalty?
You never said it were a partnership. You said that Caustice were your minion. What are my friends doing?
Yeah, what are Rusty and Bass doing during this?
I don't know where Bask is.
No one knows where Bask is, unless they're pushed up against Rusty.
Yeah, so perhaps Rusty didn't immediately know, but as Jump is kind of talking, his fur is kind of standing increasingly on end. So maybe the final use of the word minion, Rusty can just feel like Bask's fur just like fully fluffed up. His arm just like.
Would I notice that? Would that be like a passive perception thing?
Well, if they're invisible, that's fine. If it's something you think you want to, if you want Rusty to be able to notice, then that's fine as well. You don't have to worry about it.
Will probably also be I don't know, probably try not to make too much noise, but I don't know if you've ever heard when a cat's really scared, it'll make like a really tragic growling noise that's actually not scary at all. It's going to be one of them. Because like Bask is just here for the bowler hat. Like this is this is not what he was expecting. He was expecting a Grick. Grick has been dealt with. Just wanted the hat. Like
at least Rusty knows Bask's there. If there's a scared meowling going on. Rusty, are you staying concealed in the cave entrance?
Has the being looked in my direction at all? Or?
No, I'm guessing you guys, because you guys were kind of the back left of the room, where Jump's gone into the middle, and perhaps until Bask's noises haven't made any indication that you are there. Only Jump has spoken so far, I think.
How far is Jump away from me? Just if shit goes down.
Probably about 30 foot, I'd say. The rooms are probably about 60 foot from entrance to crevice in the wall.
Entrance to crevice.
Yeah. As you address.
And do I take it I know Jomp's there now.
Well, you've heard the voice coming from that direction, but much like Caustice and Traevous, you don't know where they are. I think until Jomp starts doing a bit of tap dancing, it's going to be difficult to pinpoint.
Yeah, I think until Rusty's 100% where exactly Jomp is, he's going to hang fire.
Cool.
Looking for the hand to raise like we do in teams.
Oh, here. Present.
I did that in real life today, and it was quite embarrassing.
Like an IRL.
I didn't know what else. Yeah.
Did you make a ding?
Well, because no, they just didn't stop talking. It was basically like, hello. It was dreadful. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Where is Caustice coming from? I can't remember. Is it like a giant
There is a
hole in the ground? Or...
There's a deep crevice in the wall, a black kind of crack in the back of the stage. Jagged crack in them, with two eyes piercing out of it.
Is it big enough for a massive dragon to get through?
It's probably about 20 foot wide.
Oh, that is a massive crevice. I thought it was like, a little one, maybe.
Oh, it's not a shimmying through situation. It's you guys can walk side by side.
Actual.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Top quality crevice.
That plan is now.
Top quality crevice.
Top quality.
5 stars. With crevice again.
Star crevice.
As Caustice declares to Traevous that you can prove your laughingly partnership, you see something slithering, almost like a whip in the shadows behind this pile of jam, and flicks something from the pile, which tonks on the ground and lands before Traevous's feet, before it kind of slithers and goes back to the darkness and shocking swiftness, as what appears to be a wand lands at Traevous's feet. If these aren't your friends, then kill them. As Traevous slowly reaches down and picks up the wand.
Oh boy, is this an initiative thing?
Can I make a break for it?
Yeah.
And try and get to the one before he does.
Are you going to try and grab the wand?
I was going to try and blast Traevous, to be honest.
Oh, this is going to be an initiative situation then. I was like, is it going to be initiative? It depends what you want to do. Sounds like you want to roll for initiative.
Oh, we could talk to Traevous. You never know.
I feel like people are more amenable to being talked to when we're armed.
When they've been roughed up.
Okay.
Well then, in that case, do you all want to roll for initiative? See.
I mean, we could talk to him. I don't want to immediately go to violence, but I feel like of everyone we've met so far, Traevous deserves some violence.
Oh.
He roughed up Mrs. Flowerpenny, or Miss Flowerpenny. He took all the jam. He's derailed an entire village economy.
He's a bad boy.
Not a good. He's a bad peach. A rotten peach.
You know what we do with bad peaches? I don't know what we do with bad peaches, actually.
Put them in the bin.
Oh, yeah. It's like, eat them, eat round the badness. Are we eating it?
Do we squeeze them to ascertain the
Yeah,
firmness and how bad a peach
how
they
bad
are?
is the badness?
We take their hats and we get rid of them.
Okay, note to self, don't damage that. Oh boy, I'm still damaged from the acid. Is the acid puddles all around us?
So the stage, kind of the slightly raised platform in front of you, has a moat of acid around it. The main floor doesn't seem to be that much in the way of, but there is a few trickles running down that run to the path that eventually wound down to the waterfall, creating creating the steam.
Oh wow, okay.
These
This
got a
acrid steam.
6.
Has Traevous really got 0?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
sorry.
not rolled for him yet.
Should confuse me.
Where's my Deces?
I think I know what kind of dragon this is.
Is it Barney?
Be kind. That hands out sweeties on high days and holidays.
I don't. Well, I thought. I don't know.
What was the weird tendril thing that lobbed Peaches a wand grenade?
Well, you were the clearest to see it. If you want to do a perception check, see if you can work out what it was.
Oh, I'm more than happy to. Perception, not my best. Oh, 7.
It didn't look tentacly. It looked more lizardy.
Hey.
Something whoopie-tashed around. So, initiative is sorted. Up first, we have the wonderful Jump.
I'm not on the initiative thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I don't
are,
think-
but you're invisible for some reason. I'm trying to work out how
okay.
that's happened.
Thanks.
I don't know why. I can see you, but it's invisible. I don't even know how to do
fair
that to my things. I'm gonna add you in again. I
Make a note of that. You're invisible.
think. Yeah, not only are you invisible, but you the only one who's not invisible. Sorry.
The irony. My spell works. The inverse of my spelling real life.
So, as Traevous has reached down and picked up this wand, Jump, you are the first to react. What are you going to do?
I wonder what this wand is. So, I'm invisible. Bask is invisible at the moment. So what I'm going to do is use my movement to sneak up to Traevous behind him.
Nice. Do you want to do a stealth check?
Yeah.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
Fantastic. Let's see how well I do. Sneaky, sneaky. Did it roll?
It did roll.
It's not got advantage on. Okay,
Not
let me
yet.
roll again. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. The previous roll was not so great. That's a good turn of events.
What was the-
Excellent. So sneaky, sneaky silently does it. Can I get close to him?
You can get right up to him. He has picked up the wand and he is looking around in the direction that Caustice was kind of looking, but you know he's using someone else's point of reference to look, and Caustice isn't exactly popped the head out, just eyes in the dark. So just kind of vaguely waving it in the direction that you were.
Bask, I was going to keep invisible until you'd had your action, so you could do something awesome. But I feel like I want to bite this man's hand.
Do it.
Well, here's
As
the
part of this
question.
decision.
Because you break the spell on you, but does it break the spell on everyone?
I think so.
If you keep concentrating, would it keep the...
Let me look.
I'm
at-
not entirely sure
let
about
me-
that.
Let me pop it into chat. Creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target blah blah is wearing. Spell ends for a target. For a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Wowzers.
So you can bite it all
This
you want,
be
and
my
Bask can still
gift
say.
to you, Bask.
You'll still be under the conditions of concentration, but that's all.
Oh, you know, it's so like a feisty little kobold to bite this man's hand. So hard that he drops this damn wand.
Nice.
It's just there. I mean, what kobold wouldn't? Magic, teeth. So this is going to be interesting. Let me give it a bit of a nom. Let's do an attack roll first. Is that right? Let's see if it hits. 18.
18. You managed to chomp down on Traevous. What does it look like?
Let's chomp with jump.
The jump, the classic jump.
Well, of course, invisible until literally the moment Jump's teeth are going around this Traevous's wrist, becomes visible all of a sudden. Instant of shock, instant of pain. As Jump bites through its bone. What's the damage of teeth?
Do you have a bite attack, or is this...
No.
No, it'll be an improvised attack then, so it'll be 1d4. Oh no, is improvised 1 or is it 1d4? An unarmed attack, essentially, isn't it?
Unarmed attack is 1. Is it plus your strength modifier?
Yes, 1 plus strength. Oh no! Jump's got a lot of strength.
On his ankles, on her ankles.
Yeah.
Oh, I am literally inside his space. Inside 5 points of damage directly onto his wrist. I'm doing my best to chomp his hand off. I want that one to drop.
Oh god, that is gruesome.
What am I doing? I want to play a sorcerer magic user.
Getting right up into melee rage. You hear bone crunch and muscles tear between your teeth and taste blood in your mouth as Traevous cries out in surprise and pain, and the wand drops from his hand. He was holding it. There's like a shaped wand with a thick end at one end and a thin end at the other, and he's holding it at the thick end, drops
Are you
it.
sure it was a wand?
You can spend some time to look at it if you want to.
No, it's alright. Just being slightly naughty.
I like to think that Johnson Travis's eyes just sort of sideways like.
Do you know when a dog shakes whatever they've got in their mouth?
Oh no.
What I'm doing, blood splatters everywhere.
I would say that you're on the end of his arm held out, but he's not strong enough for that. He's not going to be able to hold up the weight of a jump.
Literally all of my weight on his arm. If I can bring him down, I will.
Yeah, he will collapse backwards. Kind of take a couple of crawls backwards in surprise and shock, cradling his hand as you appear out of nowhere, and he kind of gives you almost a triple take. Jump! What is? It was you? Why did you just? And kind of like holds his hand and looks pained.
I knew you knew me.
Up next is probably Bask, but considering no, it's Bask up next. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's fine. What are you doing? You're invisible still.
Yeah, so
Traevous is down. But the reason I was considering is like, yeah, do you guys want to end initiative? That was anything. We keep it going for now.
we don't have the wand yet, right? So what I'm thinking is, because Jump was saying if Bass wants to do something cool, I don't have anything. So I'm open to suggestions. What I was thinking was Bask could, using his mage hand ability, pick up the wand. Because I'm assuming this is less than £10, and deliver it to Rusty.
It would count as losing your invisibility, just as a heads up. Any actions taken essentially end your including spells and spell-like effects, end your invisibility. But you can stay where you are around the corner and still reach for it.
Because you cast a spell.
I would do that. I think it's worth it to get the wand, because then we have some options.
Cool.
And I don't want to I was talking a lot about getting rid of Traevous, but having just seen like the bloody wreck that is his arm now, Bask's gonna be a little bit like, oh, Oh no. Like there's a reason why he's a ranger. He operates at range. This is too no.
He operates at range.
Same for me. It's a sorcerer, totally at range.
The frontline heavy melee sorcerer, that is Jump.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you reaching out with your mage hand?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Probably going to use.
What form is Bask's mage hand going to take?
So.
Taxi claw.
Oh, that would be cool.
You've got your critters there.
It's. Yeah, it's my swarm. So what I'm thinking is because the whole place is like light green, so and I've used my fireflies before, so I'd probably use those to collectively pick up the wand and move it, and then have them sort of like dissipate over around the rest of the green as well.
Nice.
Like around the moat and around the. So it's maybe slightly disorientating as to exactly where they're going.
Well,
is my intention.
They will gather around the wand and flitter it back to you. I'm guessing you returning it to yourself.
I was going to return it to Rusty.
Rusty, cool. Okay. Well, Rusty, you see a swarm of things, glowing things. Also, you see Bask now. And if you peep your head out, you also see John.
Hi.
Bloody mouthed and as whisking through the air towards you and landing in your hand is a wooden spoon.
Oh.
With a thick end on one end and a thin end on the other.
Gosh darn it. We've been outplayed.
Thanks.
It is Traevous's go, who now stands on the floor, or lies on the floor, cradling his well-bitten hand, what's the word? Unarmed?
Unarmed?
Disarmed.
Sorry.
Yeah, disarmed. There we go. Yeah.
Is it unhanded yet?
Not quite enough to unhand him, but definitely to disarm him, which you think would be bigger.
Yes.
And you just hear a voice from the crack in the cave go, "Useless." And Traevous looks down at his cradled hand and looks back up the cave and looks to you guys, or looks to you, John, because I don't think you can see the other two. Thing is, you were never going to go along with my plan, were you? And the voice kind of chuckles from the darkness. Plan? You don't have a plan. You have exactly what you've always had. Nothing. Nothing but empty dreams, clawing for power. A little fish in an ocean of monsters. He tries to point his hand towards the cave entrance, but it's mangled really badly, so he can't. He's like, "Shut up! You don't know nothing. You shut up!"
Sorry for him now.
I know, that's really heartbreaking.
Well then, with another blur of darkness from behind the pile. Jump, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Excellent. 19.
You duck out of the way as this swift dark thing, which you now see as you matrix past you over your head, is the long, thin black tail whiffs over you and slams into Traevous, who goes sliding across the floor next to the pile of gold and jam in a clump, and kind of just like falls on limp. And from the crack in the wall, the piercing green eyes get closer as it appears darkness itself coming to step from the shadows of this cave. As the flickering torchlight... Oh, I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was going to say, can we tell if Traevous is dead?
You can spend some time to go check that out at some point if you wish. He is not moving. As the flickering light behind, or the kind of the green glow from the moat, illuminates the long, lithe lizard form of a black-scaled dragon. The eyes, green glowing eyes, can raise higher as she lifts her long neck and swept back horns glinting in the dim light. She says, yes, I'll have to deal with you myself. It is Caustice's go. Update imagery. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Are we the tiny little specks on the floor?
Yeah. As Caustice reveals herself.
Like, why would he try and make a deal with Caustice? Like, look at that thing. That is...
He's ambitious. He's an ambitious chap, you know.
He's a very silly boy.
You never know, you know. Make a deal. It's all right.
Oh my god.
It's one of them mutually beneficial deals.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Her large green glowing eyes like look down to you, Jump. See like a twink in her eyes, and she kind of. Let's see if there's any more of you. And rearing up, like spreading her wings wide, she smashes her two front paws into the vats of acid in front of her, spraying acid everywhere into the sky. Can you make dexterity saving throws? Rusty and Bask, yours is with advantage.
Oh, I got an 8. I see very.
I got a 20 and a 4, which means it's a natural 1 on the second one, but that doesn't count.
It's advantage, so it's all good, yeah.
Fine. Well, fine. Bask's fine.
13 for me.
13 for Rusty. Rusty and Bask, you managed to kind of like maybe duck behind this cave as like the last bit of spray kind of against the back wall. Jump, you are enveloped by this wave as it kind of like you are in the splash zone, like you're at the bottom of the log flume at Alton Towers, as you are hit for 4 points of acid damage.
Oh, every time I'm hit, it's acid.
It is only acid damage at certain jobs so far. And they look around at the splattered acid around the floor to try and see if they can work out, you know, has it revealed any other invisible little interlopers? And it hasn't. So their long, wide head kind of slowly points towards the currently stinging Jump. Rusty, it is your go.
Are they looking? Am I in the eye line of Jump and Caustice?
Caustice is looking at Jump. It doesn't know that you and Bask are around. Well, it kind of knows there's someone else here, but it can only see Jump at the moment.
So could I sneak around to there's piles of jam, isn't there? All the jam that was brought in. Pardon me, can I sneak around to there where the jar is?
It'll be a stealth check. Make your way around to it.
Stealth. $19.
Nice. I'm going to roll a contested perception to see if they can spot you. And as you manage to skulk around the edge, they don't seem to turn to you, and you can dart around the outside edge as their focus is down on this little tiny dragonling in front of them. And you can make your way around to the pile. Are you collecting the loot and making your way out?
Yeah, but I'll pick up as no. How close are they to Jump?
They're probably still about 15 foot away from Jump.
but they're bearing down on her.
Yeah, they've come out onto the stage area and basically done a big, toddlers wellies in the puddle kind of effect on the on the moat. So this, Traevous wasn't on the platform, so Jump won't be
either. I am going to call out and talk. But just before I do that, I'm going to get that vial of acid out that I picked up earlier from that lake.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I just have that in my hand, casually.
Nice. As you cry out, her head will snap round to face to you instead, and a wide-toothed grin will kind of stretch across her face. I knew them.
Well, what do we have here then? This is where all that lovely jam's gone, isn't it? You might have noticed that I've got a similar, better accent than Peaches over there, and see, much as he might be a small fish in a big ocean, I'm going to roll the dice and say that this jam is here for a reason. Also, you may notice this bottle. It looks like a healing potion. Oh, I can assure you it's not a healing potion. So, why don't we just all take a break? Take 5 minutes. It'd be terrible if I destroyed all the Scrumberry Jam that you obviously need, otherwise it wouldn't be here. And just take 5.
She just watches your hand with the jar as you're talking, and then after a moment or two, her eyes lock with you, and she says, "Maybe we should take a breather."
Yeah, it'd be terrible, I mean, look the lid on it. Oh shit, where's the lid gone? Right, hang on. It'd be terrible if I spelt this. Spill it, sorry, not spelt. That's a cooking term then. That's Mrs. what's her face? Yeah, it'd be travesty if we. I made a joke there. Look, travesty. If I spilt this. This concoction that basically I made, it's terrible. Jump, do you remember what it did to the last thing that touched it?
I didn't know what to call it at the end of that.
Oh, no, I know.
Not recognisable anymore.
Oh, sticky mess doesn't even begin to describe it, And that, funnily enough, that happened when we were collecting all this Scrumberry Jam that is technically ours, Anyway, what do you say there, love? You can take a seat, can you? Yeah, no, probably just stay where you are, love. Actually, yeah.
Yours? You think this is yours?
Well, yeah, it's I saved a field full of burning people to get this. Finders keepers and all that, and at the moment, I'm the one that's going to destroy it if you don't kind of just listen to what we do. So,
and what is it you would? What? And as she says that, she runs a clawed finger through the moat and lifts it up and just licks the acid in her mouth.
Oh.
Well, that's a lovely party treat, love, but it ain't jam, is it? You know what this stuff can do? Someone your size, all this jam, you'd be on the toilet for weeks.
And she's asking, what do you want, essentially?
I don't know. I'm sure that's the end of my turn.
You have Caustice's attention as we come back round to John's turn. Battered from acid spray, still bloody toothed.
Yeah.
Can I? Sorry to interrupt. I have a thought, but I can wait till my turn. But I don't want to spoil it. I don't know.
Is it a planning thought?
Sorry, go on. It is a planning thought. Because I like where Rusty was going about the jam, but I'm thinking Bask maybe has been working. Maybe we've tried a fair bit of Jomp's cooking over the last few days, and they maybe know that sometimes it's really hard to get the balance of flavors right. So maybe if you end up with something a little bit sour, you need to add something a little bit sweet to balance out the acidy flavour. So I'm wondering if we use the jam to attack the dragon. Like, if I get my little sweetness bow and little, like, fire arrows, but like sugar arrows.
Ooh,
I like it.
nice.
So, with that thought in mind, Jump, what are you up to?
Looking around, I see the acid everywhere. I see this massive black dragon. Where are the Scrumberries?
They'll be in a big pile to your right, atop of which you can probably now see Rusty.
I would like to disengage and go over to Rusty.
Cool. You can make your way over to Rusty. I don't know if you need to disengage. They did a big splash thing rather than a.
Oh, okay. What could I do?
You don't
when I
have to
get-
specifically do anything. You can just disengage.
If I don't have to disengage, then I'll go over there, and I will summon a threatening little ball of fire, which is actually an illusion, sitting on my hand. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna do exactly the same look as your vial of acid. I'm gonna summon a vial of acid.
Oh.
It's stationary, and I've got to make sure my hand doesn't move, because otherwise it's going to stay where it is. But
That's just showing how calm you are. Like, the hand is so steady.
Even like held upside down, like.
yeah, it might be a bit bigger than Rusty's.
A full 5 foot square size, like vat of the scaled up, pixelated.
Yes. So not at full proportion. So blurry. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, because more is better.
Cool. So, Bask, you're the only one still over in the cave entrance. As Jump and Rusty are now stood face to face with Caustice, stood on top of Caustice's pile of, well, arguably Caustice's pile of Scrumberry Jam.
So I'm gonna run over from the cave entrance, and I'm gonna, drawing my bow as I go, whoop, and then I'm gonna either dip it in the jam, or I'm gonna try and get a little Scrumberry on the end of it, just a little acidy, little sweet Scrumberry, and then try and shoot Caustice.
It'll have to be one from your some of the last jam from your supply, because all the other stuff's in the pile, unless you're running all the way up to the pile and doing it.
I do get double movement,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's doable then. Yeah, you can do that.
thanks to my kitty cat abilities.
Cool. Yeah, you can run over. Are you doing like a cool like slide to grab the jam, or are you just running over and dipping it in like like dip?
It's gonna be like run, immediately stop, dip, off we go.
That's so cute.
Cool. Make your attack roll.
Oh god. It's been so long since I've done this. Has that worked?
Nothing's come through
Oh no,
yet.
it's not a longbow, is it? It's my heavy crossbow.
What have we got?
16 plus 2 to hit.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice. And what's the damage at?
11 points of piercing damage.
Are you going to use any of your swarm? Or are you going to mark the target? Because Bask's got all kind of crazy biz that they can do.
Yeah, that would be great if I can, but I'm conscious that I've already like double moved, which is my feline ability, and started chatting when it was not my turn, so
Both the
I feel like that
swarm
counts.
and marking a target aren't any kind of action. You can just do it.
What?
Marking the target, you can only do the number of time equal to your proficiency modifier. So it's up to you whether you want to use one of those, but your swarm's always active.
I mean, I think I'm going to mark the dragon. If I can mark the dragon, then that would be great.
Might be more enemies around. You never know.
So increase the damage by 1d4.
It's baked in. It's
Or do you want me to wait till my next turn? Is it already in there?
Yeah. So you've got 15 total damage. As the arrow, the berry-laden arrow, kind of bolt even. It's not an arrow, is it? The bolt from your thingy goes launching from Sweetness, swishing past Caustice's head as they kind of dodge out of the way, catching them in the shoulder. And as they do, as they kind of like dodge out of the way, you can see along their side are scrape marks of healed but not fully healed wounds from a fight potentially not too long ago. And she kind of like reels back in surprise as this large cat suddenly appears in front of her and manages to get a shot off at her. And you see the level of conversation that she was having with Rusty and maybe Jump. She was like, "Very well then."
Oh no, I've escalated things. I'm sorry. I was sure the jam would work.
She takes a deep inhale, and you see green light run along her belly.
Oh no!
Begins to steam out. As aimed at her own pile of Scrumberry Jam, she releases a burst of acid, spraying out towards you all. Can you all please make for me dexterity saving throws?
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
14.
And 16.
12.
Jump. What does it look like as you get out of the way of this?
Well, I'm busy holding up a massive vial of whatever it is Rusty's got, and I am literally going to kind of leap high up in the air and kind of gambol a little bit, and then realise that my illusion is still there. Oh well, it's just in the air, and I'm gonna kind of scurry backwards into one of the sides if I can. My illusion.
Meanwhile, that needs to be a thing. Okay, cool. The rest of you take 10 points of acid damage. Rusty and Bask, as you are engrossed in this whole thingy. Rusty, as you had it held, if you want to, you can drop the acid, or you can do something with the acid if you want to. You did have it at the time. It's not going to get you out of this situation, but you did have it. So.
Well, it kind of seems a bit pointless to threaten to spill it considering they've just destroyed it. I'd like to think that in the searing pain, it probably gets dropped.
Cool.
Bass is going up. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Jump, how are you looking at the moment?
Oh, I'm looking a little bit battered, to be quite honest. I've got quite a few acid burns, but you know, I'm possibly 50% okay, 50% crispy. I'm gonna need a new robe. I fully expect Bask to pay for a new robe.
Around you, you see the jars, some of the top level of jars of Scrumberry Jam begin to melt, and the glass kind of peels back, and jam runs down more than even it was before from the odd leaky or cracked jar.
Does it smell sort of kind of acridly sweet and delicious, but burny at the same time?
The foul kind of caustic smell. I can say it now. It's the one word I'm trying not to use at all before this point. The caustic smell of the acid that can be filling this cave this whole time is suddenly cut through by this incredibly sweet, burning, kind of burnt sugar smell that kind of rips through the cave.
As smells go.
around.
How
you.
does that affect Rusty's footing? If he's standing on top of all this stuff. And it's,
Yeah, it's true. Actually, both Jump and Rusty, you guys probably have slid down the pile a little bit as it's melted and thingy. I'm not going to say you're going to get anything damagey from that, but
Oh
you've definitely...
gosh, sugar burns. Oof.
Yeah, you've as it's kind of lost its structure, you guys have fallen back. Unless you were deliberately trying to stay on top. Which, Rusty, it's your go. You can make that choice if you want.
yeah, I'm going to try and sort of balance and keep my position.
Cool. Do you want to do an acrobatics check or an athletics check, whatever you'd rather do to stay on top?
11.
11. Yeah, you managed to just about kind of stay mostly on top of this pile, but it's not sure footing. You've not got a strong base, but you're up there. What are you going to do?
Oh, that was well played, wasn't it? You made me look like a complete cock, didn't you? There's me trying to influence you, thinking that you gave you wanted this jam for something, sandwiches or throwing at people. I don't know. And now look at me, I look like a fool, don't I? If I wasn't red-faced, I'd be red-faced. So, that's it stand now then. Are we going to kill you, or are you just going to leave, or?
The jam. I do desire the jam, but I desire the death of you three. I need somewhere safe for what is coming, and I will rid of you before I find more jam. There's always more jam.
Wow. Well, John, if only Caustice knew that we were the premium jam hunters and finderers, and we actually set up a small side business recently, doing a good quality it was actually. Yeah, everyone said that.
Don't forget, we also make delicious comestibles out of said jam.
Oh yeah, we do. We got lines to. We're planning to do jam everything pretty much. Jam t-shirts, jam pants, jam
Edible pants made
jam,
out of jam.
Yeah, yeah. It's a whole big thing. Yeah, we don't want to tell you too much in case you still are ideas. I don't want to see you in a jammy t-shirt next week. That would be wrong.
What are you rabbiting on about?
Rabbit.
No, jam, not rabbits.
Well, you might have noticed that old Peaches, I call him Peaches because he's soft in the middle and the outside now, and he must have noticed that his quality went up recently. Thank you. It's us here. We did that. He had that let's say Marmite level jam, and we're like chocolate spread level jam.
Are you offering to serve me?
Well, no, you can get your own bleeding sandwich, lover. I've just been burnt by acid. I'm not really in the mood for feeding, mate. But you need jam. You need a safe place. We've got at least one of those. Maybe we could stay alive long enough to. I don't want to say scratch your back and my back, because I don't think that's a mutual trade. To be honest, you've got big claws and I've just cut my nails. So.
And why would I deal with you rather than simply dealing with you?
For one, we're alive, and Traevous isn't. And if you could get the jam, you wouldn't need that squishy mellow over there, would you? You would have done it yourself. So I'm guessing you can't just fly down to the local bakery and get some Scrumberry Jam. There was a reason you had it here.
No, that's a good question. Why can't you just head down to the bakery and buy Scrumberry Jam? I mean, they're very open-minded.
Well, do you have pockets? I don't know whether she has pockets there, John. We got pockets.
Don't need pockets. I've always gotten by without pockets.
You should know best of all, little one. I don't want some and I want all of the jam.
Oh, you mean that urge to collect things?
You
Got a
have it in
hoard
you.
myself, you know.
I'll add it to my own.
No, I don't think we're gonna speak sense into her. You know, my kind, hereditarily, kind of worshipped your kind, to be quite honest. Don't know what we saw in you.
Can you all do perception checks? We were meant to rule over the likes of you. And perhaps when whatever is coming is finished, we'll rule once again.
It's the second time you've mentioned what's coming. I mean, what is coming? Tummy ache if you eat all that jam.
You quite clearly don't know, otherwise you would have just said it, wouldn't you? You know, there's no
I mean, if you want
you're just
help,
dicking around in the crevice over there, aren't you? You're not actually telling anyone anything.
you said dicking around.
They are fully emerged from the crevice now and are out and about on this platform. RevTed, you notice that every time, probably from the light, from your height, from the light of the kind of the moat underneath, you can tell every time that they're speaking, there's a little bit of like gas coming from like the side of their mouth, and they're quite happy to keep on speaking for a while.
Okay. When you say gas, do you mean like steam or just?
It's almost oily looking, kind of. You know when you see
Explosive looking.
It's a bit like when you see like the heat of an exhaust coming from something, you know, that kind of shimmering gas. You can't really see a gas unless it's proper. You know,
Yeah, like a haze.
Yes, that's the word. Well done. You see a haze coming from either side of their mouth, breathing heavily as they speak.
Okay. What to do with that information?
So, what would be the terms of this deal where you bring me jam? Traevous has already failed to do so very effectively.
Wait, what? He failed very effectively, or he failed to bring it to you effectively? Because it looks like he did quite well bringing it to you, really, you know. I mean, I know that's semantics. I don't. I can explain that to you if you want.
This paltry sum, this is far less than what I deserve.
Oh right, well, hang on. Let me go a bit closer. You know, you're quite big, and you're making my neck hurt, to be honest. So I'll come a bit closer. I'm just going to try and
slide down the front of the pile.
Yeah. There we are. We got it. Yeah, on firm ground now.
And you can definitely smell something. I mean, whether it's just Caustice or not, but this gas is pooling around. It's beginning to continue wider as she continues to speak.
I'm gonna slowly walk while trying to get my Tinder pack thing out. There's probably a technical name for it, but Tinder pack thing sums it up. And
you can log into Tinder and
yeah, look at the terms and conditions of Tinder, and then we go from there.
Are you doing this obviously, or are you doing this secretively?
Oh yeah, man, have I ever smoked, do you? Oh, Christ, it's been a day. I'll tell you, those goblins, they... And then there was that weird snake thing that I got left upon, and then I got left behind a crate, and then I got stabbed by 5 swords. It's been a day. Do you want one?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Now about my jam.
Down here! I can't... Oh, Jesus. It's like talking to your mother, and it's like, oh, yes, whatever.
And she'll lower her head down a little bit, which is probably the size of Rusty, just in the head.
Oh my word!
If she'd lowered her head down another 3 foot forward, Rusty's snack time. Kind of.
Rusty snack time sounds fun. Oh wait, you mean Rusty's the snack? Right, yeah, good.
What are you up to, Rusty?
I am going to. I feel like I'm taking the stage, as it were. Does anyone else want to do anything? Or...
Well, it depends whether you're doing anything with this situation.
Yeah.
I am going to get close enough to basically either throw the tinder thing if it'll stay alight, and if not, I'll just go and shove it into myself.
Nice. Are you doing anything while you're going to light it and shove it towards them, or?
Yeah, well, I'm talking a good talk, aren't I? You know, she's swooning. I can see that. She's, you know.
As you light this, the tinderbox, with a surprising absence of a cigarette or anything to light, but you light it anyway and shove it up, you know, kind of like to ignite these fumes.
Sorry.
And she she looks at you as nothing happens. Lowers her head, purses her lips, and says, "Nice try." And you feel this stuff wash over you. And Bask and Jump, you can feel it just begin to cook to you. And can you all please make for me Constitution saving throws?
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
As you feel the breath wash over you, beginning to weaken you. Jump and Bask, you guys have advantage.
15.
You are further
Oh no, no, sorry, I did the wrong one. Oh, great.
17.
Got a 4 and a 19.
Cool. Jump and Bask, you managed to stave off from this assault of gas at the very edge of it. Caustice hadn't quite finished laying this gas out subtly as you guys were chatting away, but Rusty, unfortunately, you get it in full blow, and you now have disadvantage on strength-based checks, strength-based attacks, strength-based saving throws, and the like, as your body is weakened from this acid.
Oh, blimey.
And Jump, it is your go.
Oh, how is Rusty looking?
Upset. A bit perturbed.
You're looking really, really crispy as well.
Yeah. It's not been the best day.
Various kinds of breath from this creature has impacted Rusty's day.
Very nice. Do you mind if I heal him back up?
Are you asking that of Caustice?
Yeah.
Caustice, with a smile after this, is reaching back and extending 3 long claws in an arc to strike the weakened, puny human in front of them.
Okay, I am gonna heal Rusty back up. That's my action.
See it.
Oh man, what a crappy roll.
What did you get?
5 whole hit points.
5 hit points.
Back up.
For Rusty.
Touch, though, it says.
I'm near you, aren't I?
No, 'cause I
Rusty
came down the pile, didn't I?
has gone over the treasure and is within chomping range of Caustice.
Okay,
So up to you whether or not you
I use a sorcery point. Long distance touch.
Oh, nice. So what does that change for you?
Nothing really. It just makes Rusty feel like you've just been doused in sudden ice cold water, and then you just feel warmth rise up.
Oh, that's the second time I've felt a little prickly, chickly thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I meant the sorcery point there. Sorry, what does that change for you?
Oh, when Jump uses sorcery points, she kind of glows, looking as if she's in between her scales is made of molten lava, just subtly glows red, and then dies down again once the sorcery point is gone.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Jump feels. Rusty feels a wee bit better. Are you doing anything else, Jump?
Oh, I am going to move to behind the dragon.
Ooh, making your way around.
I am, because, you know.
You're
Why
probably at the entrance to the crevice now.
I
in the back
am, yeah.
wall. As Jump goes scurrying away, Bask, it's your go.
How big is this dragon?
She
Caustice.
stands about 10 foot tall, and with her wings wide, it's probably 15 foot wide, but her body is probably more like half of that.
So, I feel like Bask was trying to be creative with his contribution to this confrontation, but I don't feel like now is necessarily the time for that. So what he's going to do is, like, he's probably going to have Sweetness Grasp in one hand, but rather than try and shoot, he's going to be like, and he's going to cast Entangle on the dragon.
Oh, very nice. So was that a check of some kind?
So it turns it into difficult terrain, and any creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling creatures. Creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
To escape it.
So can I, because it's a 20-foot square, can I try and angle a square so it's like under the dragon but not gonna get Rusty or Jump?
What's the range on it?
20 foot.
What's the range? Like, how far away can you cast it from yourself?
Oh, I can cast it. I think it's 60 feet. Doesn't say. Oh no, 90 feet.
Oh yeah, you can easily do it. So it's not getting Jump at the back and Rusty at the front. What does it look like as you cast this entangling spell?
So, like she's still on like her little stage, right?
Yes.
In front of. So the stage is going to kind of rattle and quake a little bit, and then all of these vines are going to come out, and maybe they've got like little flashes of red on them, like little scrumberries, and they just kind of like grasp at faux scrumberries and grasp at Caustice.
As she will look to the ground and like at her arms and claws as these roots kind of burst through the rock and try to entangle around her feet and cover the rest of the cave floor, I guess, in this slowing stuff. And she's going to try and do a strength check to escape it. 11.
So my spell save DC is 12.
Cool. So you see her like trying to like rip away at this stuff on the floor, but her feet aren't moving. She is entangled by by Bask's spell. Are you doing anything else, Bask?
She's probably gonna be like, suck on that.
And she will look up directly,
and then kind of move away.
And her green eyes are going to follow you across the room as you're moving. She kind of like shrugs her shoulder where the bolt still stands, and yeah, she knows what's going on now. And it's her go. As she watches Bask move around, quickly do. And she is going to continue kind of like ripping on this floor and like kind of bite at it, see if she can rip free. Looking back to you all the time, Bask, but she kind of like, you can tell that she's more intent on getting free than she is on blasting you at the moment. So she's going to try and do another strength saving throw to try and break out if she can do. Does it say it's the start of their turn, or is it just an action, right?
It's an action.
Cool. It's a 19 to break free. As
God damn it!
She struggles to get her claws out, and then sinks her teeth into the roots and like rips it up. And then with a huge beat of her wings, kind of flaps and launches 10 foot into the air and grabs onto the stalactites on the ceiling. And looks down at the floor, kind of covered in this entangling mess. and glares down at you angrily. Rusty,
I'm sorry, I escalated again,
it's your
and
go.
I think possibly fucked up a lot of plans. I'm sorry.
Rusty, you're feeling slightly weaker, but also slightly better from Jump's healing magics as the large form of Caustice has thankfully moved away from you. You would have an attack of opportunity, actually, if you wanted to.
Punch her in the nose.
If you wanted to, yeah, you genuinely could. You were within range.
Is it just an unarmed attack?
It is, but something Rusty's pretty good at, right?
16.
16. You swing, and she's reared her head back just in time as what would have been a clock on the jaw of a dragon, unfortunately, is a swipe and a miss.
It's been so good.
But it's still your go.
I'm gonna do Bask. We're not gonna win this. I think we better follow Jump.
Okay.
There's a look on Jump's face. It's very good.
That's why Jump's down there.
Everyone head towards the squishy.
I was going to head up the back of the dragon.
So you're making your way over there, Rusty, towards Jump.
Yeah.
It's slightly further than it would normally be because you can't take a beeline there because that ground is now difficult terrain.
No. Like, once the creature feeds itself, the conjure plants wilt away, so it's normal terrain again.
Oh, you cancel in the... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make it a beeline there. That's all cool. Are you doing anything whilst you're there? Above you, on the ceiling, is Caustice's green eye looks down and acid drips from her maw.
I'm going to be motivationally, but also implying that you should hurry quicker to Bask.
Jump. It is your go.
So, I've just heard them say follow Jump, which rules out me running up the back of the dragon onto its head
and she's on the roof.
It's harder now she's on the roof for sure.
She's on the roof. Plan 2.
Sorry.
Plan B. I'm going to destroy a horde.
Ooh.
I'm going to threaten a horde. If anyone threatened my 3 gold coins, I'd be right upset. So, yeah. I'm going to look back at my friends. I'm going to go... and I'm going to race up this crevice to see what I can destroy. Or threaten to destroy.
As you make your way down into the further deeper into the crevice, you see that the space narrows and just kind of comes to an end before you've gone very far at all. And it appears that this is somewhere where they have lurked, but it appears that you have seen their port.
And it was the Scrumberries.
With some bits of gold and stuff mixed in. It doesn't...
And a spoon.
And a spoon. You have heard, obviously, legend of dragon hordes being, as you might have hoped to find at the end of this little crevice, mountainous.
I was hoping to take over some of said dragon horde.
But it is a rather... You can
never
assess
seen such a disappointed face on a kobold before.
I think Bask's gonna leave over and be like, John, I think your horde is actually quite a lot better.
Thank you. Hey guys, there's no bloody horde down here. It's just a dead end.
I will say
start heading back.
You can, you can see this end before it goes too far. You've got dark vision, so you can tell before too long. So you've still got a bit of movement and an action if you want to do anything.
As my action, may I quaff a healing potion?
Yes, you can do indeed.
Thank you, because
chug that down and get yourself some health back. 2d4 plus 4.
2.
Or plus 2. Is it?
2. Yeah.
It's 4d4 plus 4. It's the big boys.
It is.
Big boys.
9 points.
9 healing
I'm
points.
back up to full.
That's a good. That's a good healsies.
Except for my clothes.
Are you? What are you up to with as you're running around with drinking your potion?
No! Hold up here, I'm coming back.
Cool.
What? Why?
Why? Because I don't want to be stuck in here with bad breath.
But that's why we're going down the hole, isn't it?
No, I wanted to destroy a horde. Gonna have to move to Plan C. Kill the dragon.
Bask, Plan C.
Plan C.
What?
Plan C. Pass it on. There was
Just gonna start shouting. Plan C. Plan C.
Caustice, Plan C. What's Plan C? Gonna kill you.
C is for killing all of you.
No, that would be silly.
I'm offended by that.
There was no hidden entrances, nothing down here. It's just a dead end.
No, it was
crappy lurk hole for
a lurk hole. Exactly is what it was.
a lurk hole for a dragon that wants to be some kind of Scrumberry god.
Indeed.
Gosh darn it! I'm so disappointed.
Jump comes running back, shouting Plan C between swigs of potion. Bask, it is your go. On the ceiling,
Okay.
with making some direct eye contact with you, Bask, whenever you look up, is Caustice.
Oh, I'm not looking up. I'm not looking up. No. So out of character, so I'm thinking two things. Like, are we actually going to try and kill the dragon? Because I don't think it's looking really good.
Well,
for
we were trying to talk to her.
So, do we actually just want to run away? I'm not like, this isn't going to be the most heroic moment, but it is dodging, and that is what we are at heart. We are the Jammy Dodgers.
Plan C is for see you later.
Yeah, I like that. So, but we do have like the remnants of a jar of jam, and her horde has been slightly toasted, like a little bit disrupted. It's weakened. I'm wondering if we like be like, oh look, some more jam, and then throw it down the lurking hole, and then we just lug it in the other direction.
Down yonder lurk hole.
Is the
Maybe we can try talking to her one more time about teaming up with her, because surely this can work. Surely we can make it work.
Can the three of you
Rusty, make it work.
give me an insight check?
Rusty, make it work. I think I've burned a lot of those Caustice bridges.
Inside.
I mean,
it's
hard for me to get. I got a natural 1 for a 3. I think it's hard to get insight when you're not looking at someone and you're cowering.
Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna go. It's we've got a 9, a 3, and an 8 from our insight rollers. So
I
no
might
insight
try.
is gained.
I'm gonna try talking to a small kobold to dragon, and you guys can kind of run to the opposite end, so you're ready to escape if all goes wrong. I can turn invisible if I need to.
Can I hold my action and do my jam plan if it looks like this isn't working?
Yeah, you can hold an action to throw jam into a cave, which is what's the trigger?
Oh wait.
Caustice attacking us.
Okay, so if Caustice attacks you, you will throw jam into a cave.
Can I just say, I don't appreciate the skepticism with which you said the word plan. Like, this wasn't some kind of mastermind tactical execution. I think that's rude, but fine.
There we go.
Bask's an underappreciated genius. He can deal with this. Okay.
I will say, just for the sake of things, it is Caustice's turn next. Whether Bask wants to do anything else.
I'm gonna throw the jam and run. I believe in you, Jump. Oh, can I give the jam to Jump to throw? Like, because I've just been solidly pissing her off since I became not invisible. I shot her. I stole from a horde. I entangled her.
Maybe we should just make you invisible.
Yeah, really. I'm not brave. I'm like, Bask is a junkie. He's not a brave boy. He's no. He's too cute to die like this.
So what's Bask doing? Is he hiding in the cave? Is he throwing the jam? Is he returning to Jump?
It's Caustice's turn next. He's basically going to say, good luck, Jump. Give him the jam, be like, chuck it if you need to escape, and he's going to run away.
Oh my gosh. Fair enough.
Not super far, but like just enough to cower, just out of range.
Off the platform, back maybe towards the door, or...
Yeah, he's going to creep really slowly and then just be like, run really quickly towards the door.
Rusty and Jump, who are still there, you will see the kind of the mouth of Caustice begin to kind of glow as they follow Bask, but they're as Bask continues to run, the glowing begins to stop, and you see the tail kind of like whoosh, whip down towards Bask, like this rapier-like tail that they've been working, but it's a little bit further away, so it's going to be a disadvantage as they try and whip towards the fleeing Bask. It's a natural one, as you hear it snapping behind you, like the end of this tail, and kind of like a wild tape measure goes all the way back up into the stalactites. As she maneuvers herself round, like holding onto these stalactites to face Rusty and Jump in her lurk hole. There we go. Caustice, it's your go. Rusty, it's your go. Sorry.
I'm going to try and... Is Jump past me yet, or coming up to me?
I'm going to say you guys probably around the same point in the hidey hole.
I'm going to sort of position myself between Jump and Caustice,
Nice.
being
Aww.
more able to dodge.
There's a slight flaw in that. If you were to dodge, it would then hit Jump.
No. That's not how physics works.
That's actually happened to my character before. 3 people in front of me dodged.
Yep.
I did not. That was acid as well.
That was also acid. That's true. Yeah.
Push, then. That's the word I was looking for.
Just like around the corner, like Bask's like, oh, I feel really bad now. So that's okay. I'm sure Rusty's got it under control with his heavy armor. His bow and arrow.
That bundle of fur, isn't he?
He's goopy again. This is the problem. He's just got stuff all in his fur. He doesn't like it.
Rusty, what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm going to try and move Jump out the way if I see an attack coming their way.
Oh, you're lovely.
You still got your action and anything else you want to do. You can definitely position yourself in the right place, but
I'm going to pull out one of my cheese picks and
nice.
Nibble the cheese off the end.
What cheese?
I think it's a Red Leicester. That's kind of the Red Leicester situation. Just take a moment to savour it and then lob the pick.
Nice. Go for it. You can make a ranged attack with I think you should have it built in your character sheet.
No.
Dart or an unarmed attack. I think it's about the
I've just got unarmed attack, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same dealio, so it should be fine.
19.
Nice. Where are you aiming for on
The eyes. Always go for the eyes. This is canonical.
I thought we were talking to her.
No, we're running away.
I thought we were talking to her.
Talk and run!
She shies away at the last second as this cheese pin goes flying towards her, and she now has it sticking like just above her eye. This little.
I left a little bit on there for you.
And she like tries to shake it free, and it stays there. And she like very slowly turns her head back towards the two of you. Jump! It's your go. Negotiation time.
You know, it occurs to me. Kobold to dragon.
7 points of damage.
There's such a huge difference between them two words, isn't there? That we ain't been entirely honest with you. You know, I respect the need to have a hoard. I feel it myself most keenly. Bet not as keenly as you. But you're craving a finite resource. There's naught left in fields. So maybe we can work to point your obsession into a more realistic direction. One that maybe is more attainable, all these words, for you. Make one of your goals, you know, for this year. Smart.
She lets go of the stalactites, and with an echoing toon that reverberates around the cave, like lands in front of you, raising herself up. You say there is no more left?
No, we were in fields, and Traevous, poor Traevous, and his men got it all. There's a shortage in the town. I know this because I work for Baker. So, I don't want to die, and I don't want to hurt you, because to be quite frank, you're magnificent. And I wish I could grow up to be something like you, but it ain't possible, so I have to be happy being me. So what can we do to help? I mean, you're just wasting your life here, pining after something that don't exist, at least until next year, maybe. Do they regrow? I don't know. Not very good with plants myself.
And you see for the first time, probably, like, a look of not supreme confidence on Caustice's face. Maybe a little bit of contemplation. If there are no Scrumberries left, then...
Oh, not for this year.
She kind of looks back at you. Then I have no use for any of you.
Oh, that's short-sighted, isn't it? Because there's next year, there's the year after, there's the year after that.
And she doesn't seem to be
I
bothered.
you said all about biding your time.
She doesn't seem bothered by the concept of a next year. And she instead like looks around to see where you all are, essentially, as she has stated that you no longer are of any use to her. Anything else from Jump?
Throw the jam and run.
So,
Throw.
Did you throw the jam at me? Did I catch it?
You got past it before Bass
Oh,
ran.
I've been nervously fiddling with it. So you leave me no choice. I didn't want for it to come to this. You really gonna do this way? End with violence?
Violence is just a means to power. Power that I deserve.
Violence is the last resort of the weak-willed, I'll have you know. Which is why. And then I'm gonna violently lob the jam at her. Run!
And you said I didn't need dodge.
Oh, dear me.
She will like react slightly like something dangerous has happened, but then this little taster pot just like bounces off her arm. Yeah. As you go running down, as the three of you make your way towards the entrance, she's going to breathe in once more and unleash another torrent of this acid as she spins around and just opens her jaw and releases another wave of acid coming towards you. Can you all please make for me dexterity saving throws?
I love how you say like make your way rather than like frantically dash.
11.
Dexterity, did you say?
A dexterity saving throw, please.
11.
I got 8.
I'll let that laugh.
As you are all running, you are all hit by the wave of acid kind of washing over you, taking 9 points of acid damage.
Oh boy,
As you stumble down from this kind of like blast coming from you as you're running away, and you hear her large kind of thudding footprints coming behind you as she rears up over the three of you. Jammy Dodgers burned and scarred and probably a little bit jammy as well.
Plan D!
As she looks at you, she kind of like, she suddenly stops and then looks towards the exit to the cave. Can you all do perception checks for me?
Are there goblins? Goblix? Gobrats?
Ah,
14.
what are they called? The goblets. Perception.
Yes, please.
Goblet.
20.
20.
20. As just at the same time that she kind of looks up and looks to the cave and like tilts her head, Bass, perhaps you look as well from your position, like laying back, as perhaps the flow of audio or the flow of sound is magical here. You've seen this weird waterfall situation, but you can hear faintly echoing down the cave the sound of goblin shrieks and a familiar sounding voice shouting back. As you hear, it's the Mother Yule! We're doomed! Quickly climb! And a very familiar voice shouting back, what did that green little swish just call me? Hearing this, a wicked smile runs across Caustice's face. And this grin peels across her face, acid drops. And she gives you a very quick, self-satisfied glance. And said, perhaps it's not time yet for you to pay. You will all pay for this injustice. She kind of rears herself back and throws back her wings and kind of makes her body long and thin as she goes darting down through the cave, kind of propelling herself off the wall across the room with the wings like pushing her further forward as she goes. The smog goes like spiraling around after her.
Wow!
As the kind of this vortex of mist kind of follows on as she darts down the cave entrance towards the moon dancer that is waiting outside. And that's probably where we're going to leave it for this week.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
It's the longest we've ever spent in combat, I think.
It is. Desperately trying to get out of combat, but Caustice is having none of your.
None of us smooth, sweet talking.
She was willing to chat for a little while, but it was solely in order to spread this
To
gas to weaken
acidify
you.
us.
Yeah. But yeah, well done, guys. You've met Caustice and done some damage. But
With
now
a cheese stick.
with a cheese stick and a bolt,
And a bolt.
a berry laden bolt.
Jammy Dodgers.
Attack them with food!
But now the crew of the Moon Dancer may be in peril as Caustice makes her way out. Not only to Captain Sartell and Flapjack, but to the several other potentially vulnerable NPCs that you brought along with you on the boat.
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Potentially vulnerable NPCs who repaired the ballista.
That's true.
Repairing the ballista.
Gosh darn.
We will...
Repaired. We believe. Motivated by love and fear.
But we will see what will become of the Moon Dancer and the Jammy Dodgers next week. Well, it won't be next week, it'll be the week after.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll do great.
They'll be. We don't have to check it up, we'll just leave it, it's fine. But that won't be until the week after next, that'll be the 14th.
14th, yes.
We may be returning to some more Dungeons and Dragons Online next week with we need a medic, Jimmy, and
Jimmy.
Pocket. There we go. They're the three. Took me a moment there. Until then, you will be able to find myself on my own channel, JStation64, where you can find me on Sunday playing some more Body Harvest. That's the one. Which is surprisingly good from the makers of went on to make Grand Theft Auto, and I thought it was going to be terrible. It's actually quite fun, so yeah, come and join us for more than that. But I've also been joined by Ghost of Sunny. How are you feeling after today's combat marathon?
I don't feel like Bask is very good at reading the room. I don't think we made one good decision, so that's fine. But we had fun. It's all good. not dead yet. But yeah, so I've been playing Bask, the Tabaxi Ranger. Hopefully, we'll still be continue to playing him for a while. TBC. But yeah, you can find. Also with JStation64, we do a Vaesen actual play on the Little Ghosty Games YouTube channel. We are hopefully going to be doing another one-off live proof of concept stream at some point
right here
before
on this
Christmas. Yes, on this channel. So check that out.
Also,
please.
the next episode of chapter 2 of Vaesen is almost edited. I say almost; it's a third of the way through it, which is probably not almost, is it? That's just begun.
The third.
Yeah.
Almost half done.
Yeah, almost half. That'll do it. We've also been joined by the wonderful RevTed playing Rusty, who was robbed of a cinematic moment to punch a dragon in the jaw.
Oh, I'm sure Caustice had a glass jaw. She's just going to go down like a sack of... But alas, denied. But yes, I've been playing RevTed. No, that's wrong. I've been playing Rusty. I've been playing RevTed as well. Yeah, I've enjoyed the fighting, not fighting. Are we fighting? Are we not fighting?
Are we fighting?
I think we were fighting.
Your best
of course, this wasn't.
Heal you guys out of combat. I was like, nope. Back in.
Don't want to.
And last but by no means least, we have been joined by Amadan.
Hello everyone, I've been Jump. What a great romp that was. Jump took a chomp and had a romp. Amazing. I hear you saying, is this the end? No, the journey doesn't end here. Death is just another path, one that we all must take. The grey rain curtain of this world rolls back and all turns to silver glass, and then you see it.
Third death save. And it's a nat 1. And you're like, oh, you can probably hear Marcy purring into the microphone there. So, yes, until we get to those wonderful Grey Havens and the death saves that lie within, you can come and join us next week for some D&D Online, and then a week after that for our return to the... I was going to say to the Grick Hollow, but it's probably going to be just outside Grick Hollow, which doesn't really have a name.
The exit of Grick Hollow.
For more adventures with the Jammy Dodgers. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you'll have a wonderful week, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.